Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Bapak dan Ibu sekalian. Perkenalkan, nama saya Arif Utomo. Pada video ini saya akan memperagakan microteaching dengan materi naratif teks untuk kelas 8 SMP. Adapun materi yang saya gunakan sudah saya taruh di link di deskripsi. Demikian, selamat menyaksikan. Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
How are you today?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm fine too, thanks. So first of all, let me check the attendance. Raffi?
Hadir, Pak.
Alright. Thomas?
Present.
Alright. Zainul?
Zainul sakit, Pak.
Oh, I see. Then let's pray for him so he will get well soon. Okay, students, today we are going to learn about narrative text. Is there anyone of you that know about narrative text? Do you know narrative text? Ada yang tahu narrative text? Okay, let me explain about narrative text. Narrative text is an imaginative story to entertain people. The example of narrative text is Malin Kundang, Timun Mas, etc. So, the purpose of narrative text is to entertain people, untuk menghibur pembacanya. Okay, Thomas, can you mention an example of narrative text?
I can, sir. Snow White.
That's right, Thomas. Snow White is an example of narrative text. Next, Raffi, can you mention the name of narrative text?
My Black Cat.
I'm sorry, My Black Cat is not a narrative text. It is a text about black cat, so it may be a descriptive or report text. Remember, narrative text has a purpose to entertain the reader, so it is different. Do you understand, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, then let's move to the next section. The next section is about the generic structure of narrative text. The generic structure of narrative text has 4 parts. The first is orientation. It is about the opening paragraph where the characters of the story are introduced. So, in this part, the writer tried to introduce the character and the setting of the story. Jadi pada bagian ini, penulis mengenalkan karakter dan setting cerita, bisa berbentuk wataknya atau suasananya. Yeah. And then the second part is about complication. It is where the problem in the story develop. So, in this part, the problem of the story is occurred, but it's just the beginning. Jadi awal-awal masalah utama di cerita di sini dimunculkan. And then the third part is resolution. It is where the problem in the story is solved. So, in this part, the main problem of the story is solved and it is ended. It may be in sad ending or happy ending. Jadi selalu ada 2 macam resolusi, bisa berakhir bahagia atau menyedihkan. Intinya di sini masalahnya selesai. And then the last part or the fourth part is code or reorientation. It is optional. It may occur in the story or maybe it doesn't occur in the story because it's just about the lesson from the story. Jadi kadang ada, kadang juga tidak ada karena Code ini atau reorientation itu berisi tentang pelajaran dari cerita itu. Oh, I almost forgot. Usually in a story there may be more than one complication, so maybe there are many problems in a story. Okay, for the generic structure, is there any question? Okay, to improve our understanding about narrative text, let's read a story entitled Surah and Baya. I will read the first paragraph, Raffi will read the second paragraph, and Thomas will read the third paragraph. Okay, let me read the first paragraph. Surah and Baya. Long time ago, there were two animals, Surah and Baya. Surah was the name of a shark and Baya was a crocodile. They lived in a sea. Once, Surah and Baya were looking for some food. Suddenly, Baya saw a goat. "Yummy, this is my lunch," said Baya. "No, wait, this is my lunch. You are greedy," said Surah. So, in this first paragraph, it is about the orientation. In this paragraph, the writer introduces us that there are two main characters, the Surah and Baya, and they were live in the sea. That's the setting of the place. Okay, next, Raffi, please read the second paragraph.
Okay. Then they fought for the goat. After several hours, they were very tired. Feeling tired of fighting, they live in the different places. Surah live in the water and Baya live in the land. The border was the beach, so they would never fight again.
Okay, Raffi, good job. Although there is a little mistakes in your pronunciation, but I do believe when you practice more and more, your pronunciation will be better. Okay, so talking about the second paragraph. In this paragraph, the writer tried to develop the main problem of the story. So this part is called complication. The main story in this second paragraph is about the fight between Surah and Baya. They fought for the food in the land. So in this paragraph, the problem is begin. Okay, the next paragraph. Thomas, please read the third paragraph.
One day, Surah went to the land and looked for some food in the river. He was very hungry, and there was not much food in the sea. Baya was very angry when he knew that Surah broke the promise.
Excellent, Thomas. Your pronunciation is very good. Okay, so in the third paragraph, there is a new problem. So this paragraph is also the complication. Although in the second paragraph the problem is solved, but in the third paragraph there is a new problem when Surah break his promise. So this part is still about the complication. Okay, now for the last paragraph, let me read the last paragraph. They fought again, they both hit each other. Surah bit Baya's tail. Baya did the same thing to Surah. He bit very hard until Surah finally gave up and went back to the sea. So in this paragraph is the end of the problem. So it is called the resolution. The solution for their problem is fighting. So they fight each other again, and then finally Surah gave up and went back to the sea. So maybe it is a happy ending for Baya. Okay, students, any question for the generic structure? Okay, now please answer the 4 questions in this paper that I give you before. I will give you 5 minutes started from now. The time is up, guys. For the first question, Rafi, please answer the question. The second paragraph is called complication. That's right, Rafi. The second paragraph is classified as the complication because it develops the main problem of the story. And the problem of the story is the fighting between Surah and Baya. So the second paragraph is classified as complication. Okay, the next question. Thomas, please answer the next question.
Okay. Why did they fight? They fought for the food.
That's right, Thomas. They fought for the food. It is proof in the second paragraph. Okay, for the third question, who violated the agreement between Surah and Baya? Please, the audience of my video, answer the question. That's right, the answer is Surah. It is proof in the third paragraph. Okay, and the last question, let me answer it. What lessons can we learn in the story? So, the lesson that we can learn in the story is we should not break our promise. Okay, that's all, student. Is there any question for today's material? Okay, if there is no question, I'll give you the question. What did we learn today? Jadi, naratif teks itu sebuah cerita imajinasi yang bertujuan untuk menghibur pembacanya. Jadi, purpose-nya itu to entertain the reader. Sementara naratif teks itu sendiri biasanya imajinatif atau imaginative story. Nah, untuk generic structure-nya akan dijelaskan oleh teman saya, Thomas. Thank you, Raffi. So, there are 4 parts in generic structure of narrative text. The first is orientation. It is about the opening paragraph where the characters of the story are introduced. The second is complication, where the problem in the story develops. The third is resolution, where the problem in the story is solved. The last is coach or reorientation. It is optional, and it is about a lesson from the story. Excellent. So now you know about the narrative text, and maybe that's all for today's material. In the next meeting, we are going to talk about simple past tense. So please read about it before our next meeting. That's all for today. Thanks for your attention and see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Demikian peragaan microteaching dari saya. Mohon maaf atas kata-kata yang kurang berkenan. Demikian, terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.